So number one way to begin to calm the nervous system is to get into present moment, just to know who and how you are in this moment. Be aware and notice that you're feeling anxious or you're feeling this different sensation in your body that doesn't feel quite normal. So coming to present moment. So let's start taking some breaths in through the nose and out through an open mouth. Nice audible sigh, just as Jackie always teaches you, doing that energy medicine yoga breath. And then as you're doing these breaths in through the nose and out through an open mouth, find 3 things that you can see. Just name them to yourself. 3 things that you can see in your safe space. Keep up with the breath. 3 things that you can feel. Your feet connected to the earth, your sitting bones on the chair. The temperature of the air on your skin. And 3 things that you can hear. It should be the sound of my voice, the sound of your own open mouth breath, and any other ambient sounds around your room. So you're here in this safe space, reminding yourself, I am here to practice yoga. There's nowhere else I need to be right now, nothing else I need to be doing in this safe space. And then begin to breathe in through the nose and bring your awareness to that in-breath. And as you're bringing the awareness to the in-breath, just simply feel the physical sensations of the air moving to the tip of the nose into the nostrils. So spend a few moments, a few breaths, just appreciating and feeling the sensation of the air moving into the nostrils, down the throat. This is called the grace breath. Feel acquainted with the in-breath, come to the out-breath. And as you bring awareness to the out-breath, begin to just feel the physical sensations of all the places that you're being held. The feet on the earth, the sitting bones on the chair, maybe leaning in the back of the chair. Feel all the physical contact of the body. As we breathe in, we feel the air moving into the nose. As we breathe out, just allowing the support of the chair to hold us up in this safe space. Bringing the hands on top of the heart, palm over palm. With this biofeedback strategy, begin to notice the heat of the hands pressing into the chest. See if it's possible to get so in tune with your body that you maybe can even feel your heart beating through your hands. And the heart opening breath, another evidence-based breath for calming the nervous system. I want you to imagine that there's an opening in the center of your heart. You're going to be breathing in and out through that opening in the center of your heart into your hands. Your next in-breath, as you breathe in, just feel the air coming into this, from the hands to the center of the heart, allowing the ribs to expand. And then as you exhale, exhale out from the center of the heart back into the hands. Easy does it, no major regulation of the breath. It's just more in noticing and visualizing the breath moving back and forth from the center of the heart and back down again. Your awareness and focus on the actual physical mechanics of the breath. And take your hands, begin to rub your hands together, get some friction going between the hands. We're going to build up some heat in the hands and then cup them over the eyes. And just notice the sensations of the fingers, the hands tingling, and that energy going from the hands to over the eyes. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And begin tapping on the forehead and the third eye. This is tapping into the vagus nerve of the nervous system. And then take that all the way up the part of your hair to the what would be a mohawk, and go all the way from the top of the skull, from the forehead to the top of the skull, back to the base of the skull. This is your bladder meridian, which happens to be also one of the meridians that help to calm the nervous system. One more up and down. Continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose down. And then take your fingers and begin to rub the temples. Massage the temples. And then we'll take our fingers as if we're putting the hair behind our ears and just tucking the hair behind your ears. Keep the fingers connected to the skull, even the pinky finger as you wrap behind the backs of the ears. Until you get to the base of the skull and just give the base of your skull a little massage. Breathe in through the nose, down, and out through an open mouth. One more breath in. And take your fingers and tap under the orbit of the eye, gently tapping like raindrops under the orbit of the eye. Breathe in through the nose and out through an open mouth. And in through the nose, out through an open mouth for this grounding stomach meridian. Take it to the side of the jaw and under the lip. And then on top of the lip, under the nose. And back to the orbit of the eye. Breathe in through the nose, out through an open mouth. Take your tapping now to under the collarbone on either side of the breastbone, using a beak-like finger movement with the hands. In through the nose, out through an open mouth. Your kidney meridian. And then take it to the sternum, to the breastbone, tapping the thymus meridian. Thymus gland to help build up your immune system. Breathe in through the nose, out through an open mouth. Eyes can be opened or closed. Keeping the tapping now to the sides of the ribs, either with your elbows pointing out or cross your arms over your chest if that's more comfortable for you. Breathing in through the nose, out through an open mouth. This helps to digest the things we see, feel, and hear. And then bring the tips of the fingers to the shoulder for the Phoenix Rising Tai Chi move. This is where we're creating a safe bubble around ourselves. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, press the hands out to the side. Another breath in as the fingertips come to the shoulder, and make like a 360 around yourself, creating this bubble. Moving in through the nose, pressing the hands out to the side. And just a couple more. Connecting with the breath, connecting with this easy movement. Good. And then lower the hands down to the thighs. And then easy breath, just natural, normal breath. Take a moment to notice how your body feels. If you can actually feel any type of transition in your nervous system. We learn from a place of parasympathetic, of rest, relax, and digest. So that's where our yoga practice is really most effective when we can get to this place. Next breath in, just turn your head side to side. Look and see what you can see. Just notice the mechanics of your neck movement right now without getting too deep into the twist. Just naturally seeing where you can see. Look and see behind you. Find a spot on the wall. Just give yourself an idea of how far you can turn your neck, just kind of in this, without warming anything up. And then we'll grab our ball, a tennis ball or a foot rubs ball, whatever you have available to you. And we're going to start by rolling the ball between the hands, like we're rolling a meatball. So roll the ball between the hands. And you're going your natural, normal way, the way that feels most natural to you. So now take it and roll it the other direction. A little bit of brain fitness and mindfulness. Notice how awkward that might feel. We're going to take the ball and place it on our chest under the collarbone as we swing the same arm. So I've got the ball on my right side and I'm swinging my right arm. You may feel some tenderness. So you want to get about 25% pressure in there. You may feel some tenderness in this area where the chest and the arm connect with each other. Just loosening up the fascia. This is a myofascial release to help us with rigidity and just kind of open up the body a little bit better before we start our practice. And then go to the other side, swing that other arm. We know that usually your body might feel different on both sides in general, but notice if there's something that's really reaching for your attention today. Continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Easy does it. And then take the ball and just roll it on your hip joint. So lift one butt cheek up, roll it on the hip joint. When we get to the gluteus medius, like right around the hip where the lower back and the buttocks area. Take it along the thigh. And around the knee joint, just around the knee cap, circle around the knee cap. Then take it the other direction. Notice how odd that feels. All right. And just pause for a moment. Notice how the one side feels. If it's the other side is asking for some attention. Now let's take the ball to this other side. And your fascia, as you know, I know you know this already, it's just that thin web-like coating, really delicate coating over your muscles, like the stuff between chicken skin and the chicken muscle, that connective tissue. And sometimes that gets really sticky and stiff, so we can do this myofascial release to help open that up a little bit. Take it down your thigh and around your knee joint. So like Nancy, this should feel good on your knee. Just get some of that circulation going around the knee. Take it the other direction, just for some great fitness practice. All right, drop the ball down on the floor, and if you've taken your shoes off, go ahead and massage the foot with the ball. Give it a good rub. And you can try to pick the ball up with your toes, which is really hard to do. Let's see if you can just wrap your toes around the ball a little bit. See if you can start to strengthen the bottom of your foot by getting those toes to fan out a little bit. The whole foot, the side, the arch, the heel. And then set that foot down. See if you can imagine that that foot is growing vines and really rooting and grounding into the space where the other one might say, my turn, my turn. And then give the other foot a little massage, a little love as well. Ticklish feet and the tennis ball might feel better. Do that. Try to rub it around the toes, around the ball, stretch the toes. Flexion, a little extension. Okay. And then let's set the ball off to the side. And let's check our neck out again. All right, so sit up in your seated mountain. Take a nice breath in. And when you're ready, just turn and look over one of your shoulders so you can get a little bit more movement in your neck now. Back to center, take a nice breath in. And go the other direction. So if you're having a particularly tough day with your neck, think first myofascial massage. I got a little bit more movement. I hope that's true for you. It may or may not be, but it's a good place to start. Now lower the chin in the direction of your chest, and then make a smiley face on your chest. So just kind of take your chin and draw a little smiley face on your chest. The neck nice and easy, nice and slow. If you find a spot that feels tight or sticky, you can just linger there, stay for a little bit longer. Good stretch. And notice if you can hear a little snap, crackle, pop going on where the fascia of your neck may be releasing just from this movement. And just a couple more. If this makes you dizzy, slow it down or close your eyes. And then we'll do that one more time before we come back to center. And then we'll lift the head back up. All right. Loosey-goosey necks now. All right. right, let's take our shoulders and roll the shoulders up towards the ears. We're going to do some really exaggerated shoulder rolls. So take those shoulders all the way up, back, down and around. Take them up, back, down and around. And bring some awareness to what's going on in your back body. So see if you can feel the shoulder blades squeezing together on the back body. And you take them back. One more time, take shoulders up, back, down. Hold them down now and spread the fingers out wide like starfish. Try to reach the floor with your fingertips. Find that stretch from your earlobe to shoulder, shoulder all the way to fingertips. Take a breath in, shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale with a nice audible sigh. Inhale. And one more breath in. And stretch the fingers out wide. Press the palms of the hands forward. Make starfish with your hands. Okay. And then bring the fingers together and stretch them back out again. Together and back out. Together and out. Together and out. Good. As fast as they will go today. Together and out. Together and out. Do those. Start building up some heat in the hands. And now make a fist and fling. Fist and fling. Fist and fling. Fist and fling. Good. We're going to tap the index finger to the thumb a few times, and then tap the thumb to the middle finger, thumb to ring, and thumb to pinky. Good. One more time, thumb to index, thumb to the middle, thumb to ring, and thumb to pinky. Good. And start to make some circles with your wrists, nice and loose wrists, nice and loose. Extend your arms long again and tighten your fists. Slow the circles down. With those tight fists, make some circles and go both directions. Good. Bring the palms together in front of your heart and press your elbows out. So get that stretch across the underside of the wrist. Press the hands in toward each other. Sit nice and tall. Do this isometric press with the hands in toward each other. Feel the shoulders and the pectoralis muscles where you were doing that massage. Feel those start to fire up a little bit. Take a nice breath in, gently twist to the right as you keep your nose and your thumb in line with each other. And then come back to center, another breath in. And as you exhale, gently twist toward the other direction. One more time each way, inhale. And exhale to the right. And back to center, another breath in and twist. And come back to center. Bring the fingertips onto your shoulder and start to lift those elbows up towards the sky. Start to pay attention to what you've got going on in your shoulder joints today. So take your time, there's no rush. If it feels good to stay in one position a little bit longer, really stretch. Go ahead and do that at your own rhythm. And then just notice if one side feels a little different than the other side. It's bringing awareness to your body. Let's do two more of those. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, back down and around. The last one, nice breath in. And out. Point your elbows forward and draw the elbows in the direction of each other. They may touch and they may not. Take your chin to the chest and round your back body into cat pose. So feel that stretch across the back of the shoulder blades. Stay here for just a sec. And then sit back up straight. Open your arms out to the side and press the backs of the hands toward each other as you lift up through your breastbone. You're not crunching your lower back. You're lifting up from your chest. And take your chin up slightly so your eye gaze is no higher than the seam of the ceiling of the walls. This is your cow pose. Now we're going to do just some big movements where we give ourselves a big hug, right arm over left, round your back body, chin to the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Remember which arm's on top because we're going to open those arms out again into cow. So lengthen the spine, lift up your chest, press the backs of the hands toward each other. Big breath in, and as you exhale, left arm over right arm, give yourself a hug, chin to the chest, round the back body. And then with your own breath, do just a couple more in your own rhythm. Opening up your heart to your cow pose. And you exhale, squish all that air out, as you draw the belly in, squeeze. Come back to your neutral spine. Get up back in your mountain pose. Let's take the arms out to the side and reach them all the way up overhead, gathering all that is good and positive. Reach the arms up to your level of comfort, whatever height that might be. Find that length and then turn the palms away as you press the arms down as you're pushing them through warm honey. So keep the arms active and engaged as you press those arms back down. Inhale, reach up. Nice breath in, get all that air in your lungs, and exhale, pushing those arms down toward the ground. And then keep your right arm down as you lift the left arm up by itself, whatever place that is for you, and then tip over towards that right side. Now, if your left butt cheek has popped up, just press it back down and find that stretch from your hip to your rib, all the way up to the tips of the fingers. Reach both arms up overhead and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Find that length and see if it's possible to tip over without holding onto the chair. If it felt better to hold onto the chair, by all means hold onto the chair. Lift back up. This time we're going to lower our left arm down and tip on over toward that left side. That stretch is right for you. Use your side body muscles to lift back up, bring both hands together, reach your right wrist with your left hand, and then see if you can use that to help really stretch and open up that right side body. And then back to center and lower the arms down. Roll the shoulders out a couple times. Let's bring the hands on the thighs. And press your hands into your thighs and really make this a beautiful mountain pose. So you push your feet into the floor, press your hands into your legs to help grow your spine tall, and gently draw your shoulder blades back. So you've got this nice, strong, seated mountain. And from that, we're going to hinge from the hip crease. So you're just keeping the spine nice and straight, head and neck are in alignment. Hands are supporting the thighs, on the thighs, and then press on back up. All right, let's do that again. So push the feet in the floor, press the hands in the thighs to grow your spine. Big breath in and then hinge forward. Hold here for just a moment. Feel that nice stretch in your lower back. Sometimes this feels like heaven. And then press back up. We're going to widen that stretch as we take our feet out. We're going to get that stretch on the inner thigh, so shift your sitting bones if you need to. Press the feet into the floor, engage the legs. Press the hands into the legs, lengthen, and then hinge over again. Now, if your spine is feeling okay today and you don't have any osteoporosis to worry about, I'm going to do a little twist here. So I'm going to take my left hand and reach for my right ankle or calf, just somewhere in that direction. Supporting my torso weight with my right hand. Press back up, go to the other side. So now left hand's on the left thigh. Right hand is going to reach for that left. It can be knee, calf, or ankle, whatever is available to you. You feel that stretch in the side back body. That's your quadratus lumborum muscle back there. That one doesn't get a stretch unless you give it to it. Let's get back up. Let's do that one more time each way. So get nice and tall, draw that belly and support your core. Take that left hand in the direction of the right leg, somewhere on it that's right for you. That's a good stretch. Do you feel that in your back? Right here in where the kidney is. Back up. Good. And let's slowly go to the other side. And lift back up. Nice. Now walk your feet back to center and walk them out just a little bit. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. I'm going to walk my feet out more than a 90 degree angle. I'm walking in the head of my body. And I'm sitting as far forward in the chair as I can without still feeling safe. And then I'm just going to lean back in the chair. But I want to keep a nice straight line from the hip to the head. So I'm a plank right here. I'm going to draw that belly in, get really, really strong.
And then see if I can use that core strength to help lift me back up. Now, if that hurt your back or if that wasn't doable, scoot back in the chair a little bit more so you're not going back quite so far. These are called yoga sit backs. You're going to draw the belly in, front body toward the back body, so you can't lean back. You're going to bring your hands to your shoulders, crisscross over your shoulder, and then hinge forward again. You can keep your hands on your thighs, you can keep the hands on the side of the chair. Figure out what feels best in your body. Some people might like to raise their arms all the way up overhead. That's going to give a little more leverage and make it a bit more challenging. But this is going to build that core strength that we need in order to get up out of the chair. And these are something you can do every single day. If this hurts your back, remember, scooch back in the chair. We'll do about 3 more of these. Basic yoga as we breathe in when we press back. Exhale when we come forward, right? Inhale as we go back. Exhale, coming forward. And last one, inhale. Really feel that, can't you? And exhale, good. Let's do a nice full body stretch here. So lean back in the chair, lift your feet nice and long, don't fly out of the chair. And then reach the arms up overhead for a nice full body stretch. So looking for that stretch in the core. It's like your full stretch. Just got that grandbaby, you know, and I love watching him stretch. Just reaches those little tiny arms that don't go past his head. It's the cutest thing. And lower the arms back down. Ooh, feel that in that core, right? All right. Now put your hands like in your hip flexor area, like right where the leg connects to the trunk. And I want you to feel the hip flexor muscle. So you're going to lean back again and lift that right foot up. Extend the leg long. Lift the foot back up, knee to the chest, and lower it back down. Feel those muscles working. Go to the other side. You should feel like the muscle bounce into your fingertips. Knee to the chest, extend the leg, knee to the chest, and lower back down. You can hold onto the chair. That would feel better if you give you a little more support, because this is challenging. And keep using that core muscle that we just ignited when we did our yoga sit backs. Let's do a couple more on each side. You may feel this in your back and your core a little bit. If so, sit back further in the chair. Okay. That will help support your back. Just a little bit more, and you still get some good work. This is to help make sure that you're able to get up out of the chair and keep walking as you can lift your foot. There tends to be a shuffling, right? So we want to be able to get that foot lifted. Good. And release. Now let's just stretch that right side. So extend the right leg, right arm overhead. Now that's stretching the right side of the body, right hip flexor. And they're really good, if you're able to get on the floor, one of the best ways to release your hip flexors, go to the other side, is to get on the floor and you can put your knees, your legs up on the couch, with your butt up against the chair, up against the couch. That will really, and just stay there for a while. That will help to release those hip flexors if they tend to be tight. Okay? So, which is good to practice, getting up and down off the floor with the support of the couch. Once you're down there, go ahead and just lay back, put those knees, the thighs up against the base of the couch and the legs are up on the cushion, and laying back. Okay. All right. Time do we have here? Okay, let's do some sit stands now. And if you don't feel like doing actually standing today, you're going to do what's as if you're going to stand. But that's still going to require that you recruit all the muscles it takes to stand, but don't actually come to a stand. You're still going to push your feet into the floor, hinge forward, nose over toes, hands to be on the thighs, and just lift your buttocks up and not to let a piece of paper slide under it. Engage all those muscles that will take. Feel the muscles activate. If you feel like standing up today, hinge forward, push the feet into the floor, press the hands into the thighs, and come to a stand. That's good.
Do it as if it's not going to happen today. It's okay. Don't put yourself at risk. Nice. Kind of got good. All right, shift the weight to the heels of your feet and slowly sit back down as carefully as you can without a flop. Take your time. Now, if you do one, that's great. Let's try it again. Maybe this time you want to do an as if. Maybe you want to try to stand. Push your feet into the floor. That pressing the feet into the floor is going to engage the legs. Hands can press onto the thighs. Come back up to a stand. That's it. Good. Just some momentum. That's it. Shift your weight to the heels of the feet. We're going to do this one more time. And your homework is to do these as much as you can throughout the course of the week. Press the feet into the floor, nose over toes. Get that little bit of momentum going. Hands can be on the thighs. Come to standing. Once you're standing, everybody meet in loose coat sleeves. Loose coat sleeves, it's just letting those arms swing back and forth. Let it be as free as possible. Twist side to side. And then once you come to some stillness there, get the arms swinging back and forth. Let them be free and easy. Let them swing. Little bounce to the knees. Find some rhythm in this. All right. So if you can't find some rhythm, bending the knees and swinging the arms. Clobber anybody. All right. Now instead of together with the arms, can we do them opposite of each other? Nice big movements. Sitting in the chair doing this is a great option as well. Let them be free, let them be floppy. A little bend to the knees, find that rhythm. All right, now we're going to take that left arm and start to make some big figure eights. Big movements with those arms. Let the feet rock back and forth. Put your whole body into this movement. Good. Nice. Parkinson's, we want great big movements, right? All right, let's try the other side. So when you're ready, just go to the other side. Swing that arm. One side's more willing to flow more freely than the other. All right, and then shake it all out. Let's face your chair, the back of your chair or wall or table or whatever you have for an L pose. So hold on to the back of something and slowly start to walk your feet back with your knees bent and bring your head in the direction of your upper body so you can get a nice stretch across the whole lower back and back. Easy breath in. Moving down, breath out. One more time, inhale. Bring the front body to the back body, feel the core engage as you draw that belly in toward the spine. And with that nice core engagement, start to walk the feet forward gently again. From here, we'll just do a forward fold, not so far away. Okay, so I'm on the back of the chair. My knees are slightly bent. Remember how we were doing the yoga sit backs with a nice straight torso. Try to hinge from the hip crease. Start to bend the knees as we hinge forward, holding on to something, back of the chair. Maybe the hands come to the seat of the chair. Allow the crown of the head to release toward the chair. Feel the awareness in the back of the thighs. Begin to straighten the knees just a little bit, as long as the back stays straight and doesn't start to round. So only straighten the knees as much as you can keep the spine nice and straight. The stretch of the hamstrings. This is our hamstring stretch today. So bring your hands back to the back of the chair and then back up. Mountain pose. Once is good, twice is better. So let's hinge forward again. Hands can stay on the back of the chair or reach for the seat in the chair, whatever's most comfortable for you. That's right. If you don't have any issues going on with retinal glaucoma, you can allow the crown of the head to release toward the chair. Easy breath in, easy breath out.
Bring the hands to the back of the chair and lift back up again. Make some big circles with your torso. The knees, the hips, the ankles, everything's moving. One direction. And then take it the other way too. Holding on to the chair or something, we're going to do a chair pose. This is really good for keeping the legs strong. Really working on doing everything you can to maintain your independence and always get yourself up out of the chair. So I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see what this looks like. I'm holding onto the chair. I'm going to shift my weight to the heels of my feet. Hinge forward or just a quarter fold, so just a little bit. Really draw the belly in strong. And then start to bend the knees and sink the hips. Tailbones pointing straight down. So we're getting a little bit of not going like this, just keeping the heart lifted. And then imagine, or if you want to block, put a block between the thighs to squeeze the legs together. That's really going to help keep the core strong. Okay? With this chair pose, hands can come to the heart if that feels safe for you. Breath. Press the feet into the floor, straighten the knees, and lower the arms back down. Shake the legs out. Just going to do that one more time because really worked the legs today. So I'm going to just finish that off, all right? So let's get the feet nice and strong. We want to put that block between the thighs to remind your core to engage. You can put the block between the thighs. When you do that, when you squeeze the legs toward each other, sense a chain of muscle activity from the pelvic floor up to the abdomen and helps the core to stay strong. So I'm squeezing the block, shift the weight to the heels of the feet, hinge forward a quarter fold, and then just start to bend the knees and sink the hips. Hold on to the chair if that feels safest for you, but if the hands are able to come to the heart, bring the hands to the heart. Keep squeezing the block. She's using a lot of energy right now. Breath. Press the feet into the floor, straighten the knees, release the block. Breath in, release the breath out. And shift on it. All right, let's do one more standing posture. This is going to be your balance posture for today. So we're going to be facing the chair, the table, or something that you can hold on to. You have options here. First is to send the right foot back behind you. The toes are still connected to the earth. Holding on with my right hand, and the left arm is going to come slightly forward if that feels safe. All right, engage now. So draw that belly in, use your core strength, and then tighten the muscles of the legs. So maybe push the toes into the earth to really feel that muscle coming all the way up that leg. And then if it's right for you today, start to hinge forward just a little bit, lifting those toes above the earth. So we've got bird dog here, opposite arm leg movement. And if you're feeling really strong and balanced today, you want to feather tap. That's Katie's word, right? Feather tap the back of the chair. It's going to be there for you as you need it. And then let's release that. Shake it all out. And then we'll go to the other side. Get your mountain pose first. Establish your core strength. Press your foundation of your right foot into the floor as you step your left foot back. Holding on to the chair with the left hand, put your right arm forward. Stay here, or with the core strong, draw the energy up that back leg and lift the toes up off the earth. Holding on, if that's the safe place for you, or see if you want to feather tap today, see how that feels. And release that. That's something you can practice at your kitchen counter. So your homework for this week is sit, stand, get up to like 5, and then try your, at the kitchen counter, try your balance challenge. Okay? All right. Come back to your chair, and I want to just tout the benefits of meditation and breath work. If you've
done a bit of breath work today. I want to do the Sata Nama meditation today and give you that as another tool that was researched by the Alzheimer's Prevention Association that found that it helps with memory and focus and concentration, as well as calming the nervous system, because you can't learn what they can do when the nervous system is on fire. So just part of really helping that nervous system calm down. This is something you can do for 6 minutes, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you want. But we're just going to do a quick, probably 6 minutes today. All right. You've got the handout. Get a little closer to you. So we're going to do the 6 minute. And how many of you have done the Sata Nama meditation before? So with the Sata Nama meditation, Sata Nama is extended for Sat Nam, which means true essence. And what Sata Nama translates to is the essence of life. We have birth, death, rebirth, birth, life. There's life in there. Birth, life, death, and rebirth. So it's Sata Nama. We do it with our fingers. For Sa, it's the finger, it's the thumb and the index. Ta is the next one. Ma is thumb and ring finger. Sata Nama, and yeah, Sata Nama, and then Ma is the thumb and the pinky. I'm saying this all wrong, but you get the gist. What it's intended to do is when you're doing the way it's supposed to be sung is Sata Nama. Supposedly the vibration and the way the tongue works in the mouth, it hits like 82 different pressure points they've discovered, which helps stimulate the brain in different ways. The Eastern tradition is used to help bring the body and mind and emotions into balance and enable healing. This is actually called Kirtan Kriya. Kirtan means song, and Kriya is a dance or movement with the fingers, so that's why it's called that. What else can I tell you? And it says it's best to do with the finger movement while you're sitting. You get the best benefit staying focused on the actual meditation rather than doing other things and not just humming around Sata Nama while you're driving or cleaning the house or something like that. It's actually the finger movements with the focus of the meditation of what is beneficial. So I would start with maybe just trying it for a few minutes, 6 minutes. And how it starts is you start with the 6 minute. It's 1 minute of doing it out loud, singing it out loud. It's 1 minute of whispering it. It's 2 minutes of saying it to yourself, and then go back the other way. It's 1 minute of whispering and then 1 minute of out loud. So I thought we could practice that together. It might feel kind of weird or odd at first. You might not think it does anything, but as with anything, meditation is a practice. Do we have any regular meditators here too? Regular meditators? So meditation, you can do it a million different ways, and I could teach a whole course on meditation, but this is just one type of meditation. But it is one that's been researched and one that's shown even to help caregivers to sleep better and just have a better balance. So get your hands ready, sitting up nice and straight. Let's just practice the tune of it first, all right, as we move our fingers. So it's Sa Ta Na Ma, Sa Ta Na Ma. And we just repeat that, okay? So you want to give it a try? It's worth a try, right? Okay, so take a moment to just center yourself. Take a grace breath where you breathe in through the nose, feel the physical sensations of the air moving into the nostrils. And as you exhale, feel the support of the earth below you. Breathing in and breathing out, easy does it. I'm going to be doing the Sata Nama meditation now for the next 6 minutes. So
As we're ready, take a nice breath in. Sa ta na na. Sa ta na na. Sa ta na na. Sa ta na na. Sa ta na. Ta ta na, sa ta na, sa ta na, sa ta na. Now we'll whisper. As you continue with this, imagine an L shape. The sound is coming through the top of the head and out the third eye, and back in through the third eye and back out the top of the head as an L. Silent for 2 minutes to yourself. Doing that L shape. Top of the head, out through the third eye. To a whisper. Loud. Sa ta na, sa ta na, sa ta na, sa ta na, sa ta na. Ta 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 Nice breath in. And mouth breath out. Just how you feel. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. That ends our meditation and our yoga practice today. Let's know that all the light and love that honors me honors that same light and love in each of you. Bow your head to honor your own practice, and then blink your eyes open and greet your Sangha with Namaste.